Okay.
All right, so I'm looking intern next year.
Okay.
I don't
Intern.
know where yet though.
So next year you will have to take English 12
And government econ.
and government econ. And then are you going academic honors or technical honors? Or either?
What class would I take with either?
So academic honors. Let's see, I'm going to pull up this really quick.
Because I was looking at this online, but I didn't understand it.
It's confusing. There is a lot. You've taken Spanish 3, so you have to have 3 to 4 years of Spanish, which you've got.
I really don't want to take Spanish.
You don't have to.
All right, good.
You have 1, 2, if you took another one of Mr. Abel's business classes,
Mm-hmm.
you could graduate with technical and academic.
Yeah, that's what I was going to do. Can
You
does
can do
business
both.
math,
Business math doesn't count.
does sports management, or the sports?
Well, business math would count for that if you wanted to, or you could do.
The sports entertainment marketing.
Mm-hmm.
I thought about doing that one and business math.
You could do both of them.
Yeah.
If you wanted to. Now, are you going to take calculus?
I really don't want to.
Okay.
But,
So English 12, government and econ.
but if I have to take calculus, I'm probably not going to do sports and entertainment marketing.
You just want to do business math.
Yeah.
What do you want to do after? So I know you're looking at IU Southeast, but then like, what do you want to do after? Like, when you graduate, what is your major going to be? Your study?
I really want to have business.
Business. Okay.
Entrepreneurship. And, I mean, if I have a math, some sort of math.
I would, honestly, you are probably beyond business math. Like, beyond that.
Yeah.
If you are interested more in business and entrepreneurship, then I would have you do sports and entertaining marketing first semester and then take his entrepreneurship second semester. Because you're probably going to get more out of that for you post-secondary than business math. Because if you're going to be taking calculus next year, you're going to understand business math.
Yeah.
Okay? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So,
for my the tech Mars, will I have to take calculus?
no. Calculus will make academic.
But it doesn't. You don't have to take it for
Technical, no.
I'm doing that.
You want to drop your academic honors and just do your technical?
Yeah.
What's stopping you from taking calculus?
I mean, it's hard.
It is hard.
I mean,
how's your pre-calc class?
I think I have like an A or B in there now.
I'm going to say, yeah, you got a B last semester, so.
Yeah.
And it'll be dual credit. So you can get college credit for it too. Here's the thing. When you go to college for business, you're going to have to take math classes regardless. Okay? When your calculus credit will transfer in as I'll tell you what it is. Analytical geometry and calculus 1. And it's 4 credits next year. It's a full year class. But, so that would transfer in as a math class for you wherever you go, IU Southeast, wherever.
Yeah.
And then, 1, you have access to Mr. Holt here every single day.
Yeah.
And IU Southeast is probably going to have smaller classes anyway than like IU main campus. But if you can go ahead and take a class now to get it out of the way for college, because you are wanting to play ball too,
Yeah.
it may be something to consider, maybe beneficial.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to throw that out to you. So I mean, you can take it in college. That's just fine.
Yeah.
If you know that you don't really want to take it here, but look at the differences, because Mr. Holt's here every single day. You won't have that class every day at college. You'll probably have it like 2 days a week or 3 days a week.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want to meet with a teacher, most of the time you have to schedule a meeting.
Yeah.
So you may want to consider that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we can just put calculus question mark. Because if that's the only thing stopping you from getting an academic honors and technical honors,
yeah.
I mean, you'll get technical honors regardless with your business classes, because you've already met all these other requirements. But if the only thing that's holding you out of an academic honor is calculus, plus you're going into business, it's something to consider.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it puts me on like 4 classes.
Mm-hmm. And then you would have, and we're going to an 8-period schedule, so then you would have like the whole afternoon.
Yeah, because I want an internship somewhere.
And that would be, if you interned 4 periods of the day, that would be like 3 credits. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And so then you would get 7 credits next year each semester.
Yeah.
So, where do you want to intern at?
I thought about. I can't do my grandpa's.
Yeah. You could first semester up until the end, but I don't know how much he does November, December that you could really get. Nothing.
I thought about Elk Ridge, because that's pretty much like, it's like property management, it's like business.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Then, honestly, I thought about going where Kenyon interns, Lewis.
But you could learn like agribusiness through there.
Yeah.
Do you know what kind of business you want to go into?
Mm-mm.
You're just kind of filling it out right now. So what if one semester you did maybe like agribusiness? Are you interested in like the farming aspect?
I mean, kind of not. It's
kind of. You want to own your own business, kind of like your grandpa?
Yeah.
You could even, you could start at Bomax.
Yeah.
Until they close, and then we could transfer you somewhere, and then so you could get a couple different versions of business instead of just. Any of our local. What about you could potentially shadow like Lisa Bauer or Bill.
Yeah.
Or like over at Propane Direct.
Yeah. I was thinking and Lagodi maybe. Okay. If there's any, there's a lot more businesses over there.
You could look at, even with business, you could look at like selling insurance and so maybe something at like Farm Bureau or State Farm or. It would just depend what kind of business you wanted to open, I guess.
Yeah.
Or accounting, like if you wanted to shadow someone who did like payroll and accounting, which Lisa, they do all that in that little bitty building.
Yeah.
So even maybe a couple weeks, we can shift you with your internship.
Yeah.
Like one semester here, one semester there, and then you can kind of learn.
Yeah, kind of both.
Where you look. So kind of maybe 2 internships that we'll look for. Okay. You can talk to Cecil, ask him about Bomax, because I'm fine with that. Because I'm sure even after when they close, there's a few things they have to finish up, like business wise, until that they probably don't do in front of you guys. Or if you're just like, I can get that during the summer and see, and then.
Yeah, it's hard for me during the summer.
Would you ever consider teaching, like Mr. Abel, like teaching business?
I've thought about it.
Okay. You like athletics.
Yeah.
So you could even.
I also thought about being like an athletic director or something, like sports management.
Okay. So maybe you could even shadow Mr. Abel for a semester because next semester next year he'll be a teacher and AD like this semester. And then even the next semester we could send you to another school where you could see their program, which I mean,
almost intern like as an AD.
Yeah.
Like shadow him as AD, and with him being a teacher, it'd be.
Yeah. And you could even go to Lagodi or Springs Valley and see their athletic department, how they operate, or those are an idea. You think about it. You think about which one seems most appealing to you, and then we'll talk to those individuals or stakeholders to set that up.
I'm gonna think around.
Yeah.
Because I might do Lisa and the payroll and business part.
Yeah.
I might do that like second semester.
Okay. And
then do like maybe somewhere else first semester.
Okay.
Why is my trunk open?
I don't know. Is someone in it?
My keys are in my pocket. That's probably what it is.
Oh, your trunk.
Yeah, my trunk's open.
I thought you said your truck. I'm like, well, is somebody in it? After you're done here, you can go out there and shut it. I'll just tell Debbie. Okay, so we'll look at Lisa, and I'll even reach out to her and just ask her, hey, would you be interested in that? And then think about what you want to do first semester.
Yeah. Am I allowed to have paid internships?
You can have a paid internship, yeah. So you can even talk to Lisa about, maybe it's something she could even use you.
Yeah. If I turn 18, I can almost do.
You could even work at RJ's too and learn.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's an idea. Yes. Okay. So English, government, and econ, sports marketing. Which that'd be good if you're kind of looking at both sides too. Yeah. And then we're thinking about calculus.
Yeah.
And then internship. Is there anything else that you want to take? There's nothing else that you have to take, but is there anything you want to take?
Oh, and the government and econ. I do not want that AP.
No AP.
No
okay.
AP.
Okay.
And this year, for the end of the year, do I have to take the AP test?
You can.
All right.
Does it benefit you if you pass? Yes and no. So, Lori Albright's older brother, Logan.
Yeah.
Okay. So he took APUSH as dual credit and got those 6 college credits, and he went to Purdue. Well, he passed his AP test, and they actually awarded him a different history credit, so he actually entered college with 9 history credits. Now, that doesn't happen for all schools, but it worked in his favor.
Yeah.
You are not required. You're already getting the 6 credits.
Yeah.
That'll transfer into something.
Okay.
Okay. So if...
Because it's been up in here about, everybody's been saying you got to take the AP test to get the college credit.
Oh, no. You are enrolled in Oakland City. You are already getting the dual credit.
Right.
But if you want to take the AP test for additional credits, now some kids aren't able to take it as dual credit, so that's why the AP part is cool for them, because they can, if they're good test takers, and they pass it, they still get the dual credit. It's just not. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I'm not a good test taker.
If that's something that's stressing you out, it's not mandatory. And you guys don't actually make that final decision until, in the next couple weeks we'll be asking, because I'll have to order them. But
I might take it just to see what I can do.
Right.
I mean, if I don't pass it, I don't pass it.
Yeah. And last year, 8 students took it, and 4 out of the 8 passed.
Yeah.
So it's kind of either or. And that's like the calculus class this year is only AP. So they don't get dual credit this year unless they pass the AP test, which is very, very hard to do. Next year it'll be dual credit, so then you can be awarded the actual college credit for doing the work that you'll be doing elsewhere. So talk to mom and dad about that, and then see. And you can take this too if you want to talk to mom and dad about it. Because then.
So if I do take calculus, I can get both.
Academic and technicals. Which we only have 2 or 3 graduating this year with that.
Both.
Last year we only had 4 or 5, but we had a lot of ag concentrated students last year. This year it's more business students. So. Good. Does that clarify things a little better?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, good.
Because I kind of want my senior year to be easy.
Easy
I don't
and
want to
fun.
wish it away.
Right, yeah. And I mean, will some of your classes be complicated? Absolutely. But if you have an internship of doing something that you're interested in, you're going to enjoy it a little more too. So, absolutely.
And like I was telling Maggie, I was like, I'm not going to wish it away because I'm going to miss it. I mean, I am.
You guys will come back and see me. I hope.
I'd stay on campus if I go to IU Southeast.
That's right. It's a ball. Now, you haven't signed anything with them yet, have you?
I'm probably going to sign them next fall.
That's exciting. Very excited.
I think I'm going to sign with them. I still need actually college visit.
Okay.
And how do I schedule one of those?
Who do you talk to down there right now? Coach?
I can talk to the coach. I can get their, if I want to like their.
If you contact their admissions office, where?
Dalton.
Your best bet would be to